this. He lost 5-2 to Schalke. I've got to tell my mates about this. Did you see that idiot the other day? I don't know, what was his channel name called? Reds or something like that. And he lost 5-2 to Schalke. Can you believe it? You listen to this as well. He lost 5-2. And he got outplayed in the first leg as well. Can you believe this? Yeah, but it was you though. What? It was you. You do know that. It was. I would never lose 5-2 to Schalke. I'm not that bad at FIFA, for God's sake. I pass the ball to the opposition like he does, but still, I don't lose 5-2. Mate, listen, it was you. You're just trying to be funny and clever. Just shut up. I'm trying to make them think it wasn't me. You're just terrible at FIFA, aren't you? Yeah, okay. Only one way to save the season now, and that is to beat Liverpool in the FA Cup final. The only way we can get European football again. Europa League for the third straight year is a little bit dead, but I'd prefer that than no Europe at all. I suppose no Europe at all would actually do us a favour, but I mean, for entertainment purposes, I think Europe's better. But in this one, it is basically just a formality this episode. We're just going to see out the fixtures, but I'm going to use these games as confidence boost, okay? I want to try and win all these games because it will get your confidence up. We'll play Leicester in the Premier League at home, final home game we're going to play because we have 3 straight away games here. We'll play Palace away because we've not played them once in this entire series yet. So, I mean, why not? And also Everton away from home as well. And the next episode, we'll play Liverpool in the FA Cup final and make some signings. All depending on whether EA actually are nice to me and they give me a good budget. Which, knowing EA, I'll get a budget about £2.50 and a Freddo. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, and quite an important thing I forgot to let you know. But please, let me know in the comments players to potentially sign. Now, looking through my shortlist, there's actually quite a few players I've got my eye on that I could replace the likes of Garcia, who, of course, we're going to lose without me doing to do anything about it, and Close. But it would always help if I can get a little bit of extra input from you lot. So please, just let me know, and let's get on with the video. We're 11th in the Premier League, so these games don't really matter, but it would just be a nice shot of confidence, hopefully. So then, our final home game of the 4th season of this career mode. We've got Leicester at home. We've got a 100% record against this lot so far. Would you believe it? Leicester are struggling just like we are, so, I mean, who knows? It could happen again. Curtis is back in the side, and I will make a few changes for the remaining few games, because why not? We may as well. Their team, full strength, seemingly for them. Perez is still there. Gray. Kubo in midfield. I thought he was a winger. And yes, Blurshall, I will sign him at some point. I know I will. Where's Morgan? Left back. Okay. Very bang average defence and goalkeeper. So that's probably why they're struggling. Torreira, though. That's a good sign. And here is Troy. Brilliant. Curtis. Would have been a fantastic start, that. Brilliant. It is Troy. It is Troy Power yet again. How many goals is that now? I've lost count. He got about 20 odd last season. Even though we haven't been great in the league, I guarantee he's got a similar record. We're heading for a 4th straight win against Leicester City. I mean, we've got a pretty good record. Well, I say that. I literally just said 4 straight wins. That's a fantastic record. I don't even think we conceded against them once either. So, yeah, it really is 100%. They're in. They're in. Nearly scored. Best chance yet for Leicester. Been a bit of a dead game so far. Troy. Brilliant, mate. Brilliant, mate. Into Adley. Yassine! Yassine Adley loves a goal against Leicester. Because he got 2, I think. I think he got 2 in the first game. And he's heading for another brace here. What a bloke he is. Another goal for Yassine Adley this season. If it wasn't for him and Power, I do not think we would have even been in 11th, to be quite honest. But there we go, 2-0 up. Power, go on, mate, into Adley. Could it be 3-0? It nearly was. It's the matcher. We're up for it today. We really are. Smith Rowe, good save. It is Parrots. You know what? One of the few games this season which we won convincingly in the Premier League was Wolves at home. We won 3-0. Fantastic result. We could be on for another one here. You know, we've had very few games at home this season where we have won well, or even in the league in general. Here is Appa. Appa! Nearly. Got a goal against Southampton, of course. Gray goes for goal. Decent. Corner Leicester, their best spell yet, to be honest. Another attack for them. Kubo cleared away, hopefully. No. I mean, good chance, to be honest. But there we go. Half-time. 2-0 up against Leicester. Yeah. Can't really complain, can I? Let's just keep it going. Brilliant. Into Adley. Could Yassine go for it? Of course he can. 3-0. We're actually winning a game in the league with full conviction for once. You love to see it. Leicester, no. Okay, they nearly got a goal there. That's as close as you can come to getting a goal. Kibo. Oh my god. Henderson kept that out with his head. Here it is. Smith throw. Appa. We are on absolute fire right now. Stay on side. Smith throw. Not even Smith though. It's Appa. It was on target though. Come on. Gotta be. It's 4-0. And it is Christian. Not Christian. Felix Demetra. Thing is though, this season, we've actually had a lot of thrashings. We have battered loads of teams. But most of them have been in the Europa League. Hence the reason why I have no idea how we lost that Schalke game. Because normally, we've been brilliant in Europe. At all times this season. Apart from that draw with Slavia Prague, we've been fantastic. And obviously that win against City somehow. Which I still don't understand how that actually happened. But yeah, why the hell did I call him Christian Demetra anyway? We've not even got a Christian in our team. But Felix Demetra, what a player. We've got 3 changes. Power off for Connolly. Ben Close making his final appearance at Fratton Park, much to my annoyance. On for the goal scorer Demetra. And also Seddon for Williams. It's Connolly. We just are up for it today. It is Ben Close. If we get a goal for Ben Close, that'll be special. What a result. 4-0 win against Leicester. Our biggest win of the season in the Premier League. You love to see it. We were just so good today. Didn't put a foot wrong. And it's good to see we've got nothing to play for in the league, but we're still going all out. We're not just turning up like some teams would do. But yeah, we get a 4-0 win. A 100% record against Leicester. For once, we don't have a dead game against them. Because the last few have been quite, well, dead, I literally just said. But what a result. So then, this is a different site. Our first visit to Selhurst Park. I have not been to play Palace once. They've not been to play us once. Okay? They're just a team that I tend to simulate a lot. I don't know why. They're just one of those sides. A bit like Brighton, even Burnley. I tend to sim them quite a few times. But I will play Palace a few times in this series. Don't worry. But yeah. I'm sorry to keep bringing this series up, but I don't even think with Forest I played at Selhurst Park. I don't even think I did. I definitely played them at home because I remember I lost to them somehow. But yeah, we've got full strength more or less. Apart from Connolly, Shackleton and Van der Berg, we have slightly made a few changes because why not? Their team. Jolinson up front, okay. Right, that wow. What has happened to Crystal Palace? I don't even know where Palace are in the league, but based off that, this should be a win, lads. We've got to be winning this one. They're in though. I have no idea where any of these players are, so I can't even really commentate. They go for goal again. Okay. Okay then. Very interesting start. Fernando. Never heard of that bloke before. Fernando. Into that bloke. Okay, I can't even really commentate. I literally hardly know any of these players. I'm struggling. I'm struggling to stay awake, lads. This game, has very little to it. It really does. That's going to be half time, more or less. Good chance again. I see why I simulate Palace a lot now, because that was not enjoyable at all. Mainly Palace having attacks, but it wasn't great at all, that. But yeah, just hopefully hope that it's going to have some kind of action in the second half. Free kick then. Now, last episode, I scored one of these with Adley. Top corner, not much power. I'm done exactly the same tactic. Doesn't go in. I'd say it is potluck free kicks. Potluck. Williams. Go on. Quality. Fantastic goal from Alan Connolly. We buy some life into this game. And, I mean, we need to be winning games like this to prove a point. Where is Connolly going? Where is Connolly going? Okay, he's finally deciding to actually celebrate in front of Palace fans. But a brilliant ball into the box, and Brandon Williams had another banging season. 81 overall now. Into Connolly, a fantastic backup. Really good backup. And you know what? Even though our season's not been great, all our new signings I've been happy with. Shackleton's done alright. Connolly's been great. Van der Berg's been a fantastic backup as well. You know, all of our new signings have done great. We've got 3 changes then. Harnes coming on for Curtis. Also Garcia, because why not? Make the most of him. As well as Close on for Adley and Van der Berg. Harnes. Go on. Brilliant chance. Nearly was another header. Garcia. Still a chance. It's a Connolly. We're getting closer to a second, but we're holding on to a 1-0 win here. Good chance for Palace maybe to get a goal back. It's a good save from Henderson. And we could even break here and get a second. You never know. It could be Smith Rowe, who still keeps going, Emil. It is Smith Rowe off the post. He gets the rebound. He had to. The very last minute, past added time. We go and get a second. 2-0 to Pompey. Great ball in. Brilliant goal from Emil Smith Rowe. Got the rebound. Fantastic run as well. Had to score that. 2-0. But that is it. 2-0 win away at Palace. Not the greatest game at all. Picked up in the second half, I'd say. We were on top. But for once, we've got 2 straight wins in the Premier League. Can we make it 3 against Everton, of course? That would be tough. We've not beaten them yet. I think we've drawn with Everton every time we've played them. But yeah, fantastic results. Smith Rowe and Connolly with the goal. Excellent result. And we could still be on for a top half finish. I'd rather finish 10th than 11th because I don't know. It just feels better finishing in the top half at least. We've got a game in hand as well, so we should really be doing this. I've played Villa the last few times now, so I think we can sim it. Of course, they beat us when we were 2-0 up, and they managed to win 3-2 at our place. But no, we win this time away. Gakpo for them. Harper and 2 goals for Power. Bad news though, we do have Dean Henderson injured for 7 days, so a week. He could miss this game against Everton, but not the cup final, luckily. Whoa! Hang on a second, we're on to 8th. I'm sorry, what the hell? What? We could still finish 7th. How? I know these 2 wins have probably helped us, and I'll be honest, sim games, Villa. I mean, we lost to Burnley in the last episode in a sim game, and Chelsea. How have we managed to get into this position? I'll be honest, if we get 7th, that is unbelievably jammy. We don't deserve it in the slightest, okay? We've got FA Cup now, but now we don't even need to desperately win the FA Cup because we could still do it through the league. We've got to beat Everton, who are just below us on goal difference. Wow. Please explain to me how this is possible. I have no clue how we're in this state. I've not even been checking the league table because I just thought there's no point. What's the point? I was going to rotate, I'll be honest, but I can't now. The only change is McGilvery's in goal because Henderson's injured. So McGilvery and Garcia playing their final games for us in this situation. How annoying is that? Keane still up front. Sandro, Besic. Okay, a lot of changes in that team. Here's Nemecha. You're probably thinking I'm cheating, honestly. This is, if you've been watching every episode of this is the first time ever that I could be on for winning all 3 games in an episode this season. And for a long time. I just don't know how this is still possible. How are we in this situation? I mean, if Watford win, this means nothing. But we have to win at least to get it, you know. Smith Rowe. I'm going to go for it. I probably shouldn't. But it actually wasn't even that bad. Curtis. Yeah, I probably should have squared it, to be honest. Everton are in, though. If you recall with Everton, we drew 0-0 in the first game when there was an episode where we just couldn't score for save our lives. They equalised. Sims, a youngster. I mean, I was literally about to say, every game against Everton so far is a draw, and it may even be heading for that. We drew... Yeah, we were 2-0 down last season when we came here, and we were 2-0 down with like 10 minutes left, and we drew. Brilliant. It could be. It nearly was. It could be for Adley still. Power. Pickford saves. Brilliant. Harper. Curtis. Oh, what a goal. In off the post, and the way that went in was mental. There's a reason why Ronan Curtis is still in the first team, and it's for moments like that. In off the post and nearly touched the other one. That is incredibly difficult to do. What a goal. What a game as well, because Everton are not out of this either. We both need to go for Europe on the last day of the season. Mental scenes here. Moise Keane. Okay, that was a good block from Garcia. Exactly the reason why I want to keep him in the team, but we can't do that. It's so frustrating. Clear your lines. Okay, that's terrible defending. Besic straight at McGilvery. Well, half time then. We're leading 2-1, but let's find out the Watford score. Watford then are drawing with Chelsea. Now, I can't remember exactly how it is, but I think we were 2 points off, and that would mean that depending on goal difference, Watford I don't know whether we're 7th or not, okay? But the fact that they're playing Chelsea might be quite tricky to see us. Might be quite tricky to see them winning that one. So Chelsea could still win. You never know, but we'll see what happens with that. They're in. Not what I want to be seeing. Can you concede any... Okay, it's doing that thing again. But can you concede a goal any softer? That's pathetic. That is ridiculous. What a poor, poor goal to concede. Adley, go for it. Okay, I thought there was no way I could score from there. He very nearly did. Everton are in. No, Sims, no. No! So we've bottled the Europa League itself and now bottling a chance in the league. Yes, okay, I had no idea that we were in this situation. I never, ever thought. I just thought, yeah, league's done. This is just a dead rubber this episode. Just play these 3 games. Why not? Let's just finish it off. But no, even this we bottle. Nice one, lads. We just have the FA Cup now as it stands. And that's how it's going to be. So I can't even be too annoyed. There is Curtis. Curtis. Go on, you're stronger than him. It could be. Oh, Power put it wide. Come on, Power, mate. I think for that, I'll bring on Connolly. Take off the Metro because he's got no stamina. For Close to make his final league appearance. Of course, he's got one more to come in the cup final. But, yeah, also a chance to Seddon instead of Williams too. Curtis. Ronan. Curtis. Oh, we could get the rebound. Nearly. Okay, We've had a few chances to set up the lead, but it's still frustrating this. Here is Close. What a player to go and get the equaliser. Ben Close. This is not meant to be, is it, in the league? It just is not meant to be. Straight at McGilvery. I doubt it's going to... Even a draw wasn't good enough anyway, so it doesn't matter. Even if we get a point, it's not good enough. Cleared away. Well, Everton may or may not have got their European spot, and it all depends on whether Watford won or not. We needed to win. We could not draw. That wouldn't even have been good enough either. But, you know, if we weren't in the FA Cup final, I would be really upset and annoyed about this. But we have the FA Cup, and let's be honest, before this game, I had absolutely no intention of trying to get it via the league because I just knew it wasn't going to happen. I thought mathematically it wasn't possible. So I can't be too annoyed because I never thought this would even be possible. But yeah, good game, but it wasn't to be. Everton do indeed get 7th. That could have been us. If we'd have won that, that would have been us if we got 7th. Because that means that the FA Cup would have just been a bonus. Because, you know, we now must win the FA Cup. But finishing 9th isn't bad. Let's be honest. If I was to tell you now, Portsmouth fans, that in 4 years you'd finish 9th in the Premier League, you'd snap my hand off, and I know you would. And 7th in your first year back. Let's be honest, I've been getting a little bit too hard on these players. But still, it's just annoying that we finished lower than we did last season, and we kind of lucky to even finish 9th when we've been lower than that most of the season. But yeah, the rest of the league, Liverpool won. Oh my God, what a title race that was! Liverpool won with 103 points, United 102. And City 100, and Chelsea get the Champions League. Spurs, Newcastle, and Everton in the Europa League. And hopefully, we will be joining them as well if we win the FA Cup against the champions, none other than Liverpool. Southampton, our rivals, finished 12th. Arsenal do stay up, but Wolves are relegated. Wolves! We beat them 6-1 and 3-0, but still, that is mental. Sheffield United and West Brom, no surprise. I'm curious to see who's up in the Championship. I'll have a check in a minute. Don't normally do this, but Fulham and West Ham will be returning to the Premier League. Fulham only lost 2 games, and one of Stoke, Forest, Bristol City or Brentford will be going up. Next episode then, obviously, is the FA Cup final against Liverpool. We're going to lose Garcia and Close after that, which is unbelievably frustrating because I've got to replace them as well as improve the squad as it is. I was going to go... And I want to go for an upgrade on Harper, to be honest. He's good, but I think we can get better. Let's be honest, we can improve Smith Rowe, maybe even Curtis, to be quite honest. I'm happy with the defence. I think Watmore is decent, only maybe we do go all out and we get an even better player than Garcia, only I don't know. Maybe a backup goalie because we're going to lose. You know, we can't have McGee on the bench. You know, that's really quite poor. Maybe another fullback or something like that. I don't know, but we'll see what happens with that. And every single season, I always forget to do this, but Troy Parrott was our top goal scorer with 37 goals, 18 in the Prem, 17 in the Europa League, and 2 in the FA Cup. What a season. Adley with 21. Ben Close, we're going to lose with 16. Nemecha with 16. Smith Rowe 13, Curtis with 13. All of our goal scorers are spread. Connolly, for a backup striker, got 10. That's pretty impressive. And attributes, obviously, Parrott has gone from 77 to 82. He's gone up by 4 as well. That's very impressive. Bailey has gone up by a few as well. And Alexander Smith Rowe. Pretty decent growth for a lot of players here. But yeah, that is it for another episode of the Portsmouth Career Mode. The start of Season 5 and the end of Season 4, because it's basically in one episode this time, will be on Sunday. FA Cup final and signings. Slightly different to normal, because normally I just do a load of talking. But yeah, please do like and subscribe to Rads if you have enjoyed. And also follow me on Twitter at Rads_23. You've been watching Rads. Hope you've enjoyed. And I'll see you very soon, boys.